Hi, I want to talk to you about a simple step that you can take as a parent with your child's school to reframe how things are going. And I'm talking specifically with about kids who have ADHD. This is whether you're in elementary school, preteen, approaching middle school, or teen and high school. Because as a parent, you can help to interrupt and redirect the way in which we're talking and thinking about kids. Here's why it's necessary. Even with the most big hearted, kind, wonderful educators that you hopefully have in your child's system, they get into managing the tasks and the time of their day. And one of the things when there's a parent meeting about a child who maybe is not completing work or is having some behavior distractions is their processes. Sometimes they're called student study team, SST. Sometimes they can be part of an MTS or an RTI or any other acronym that is essentially these frameworks of how schools look at data, lots of different information, try something in the classroom, then involve the parent and move through different responses. And part of the process of these systems is that there's information to be gathered, but there's never enough time to really sit and build the relationship, or at least that might be what you're experiencing. So, as a parent, you play a really important role in setting the course for that partnership. And here's how you can do it. I'll tell you the old way or the way that most often meetings are held. And I'm going to tell you a simple interruption you can make and something that is completely okay as a parent to say and completely okay to do while building and preserving this relationship with your child's teachers, counselors, and administrators. What is traditionally, you might come into a meeting that your student may or may not be a part of, and people will lead through a list of feedback from the classrooms. Jonah is an excellent artist. We see his drawings, he excels when we have a art project. Jonah has ability to talk and present and an eagerness to respond in class. Jonah is very creative and very active. He's really great at recess, seems to really enjoy playing soccer or basketball when that's an option. And then this is what typically happens. Say all the positive things. If Jonah's in the meeting, Jonah is starting to feel good, right? Teachers, whether they're all there or someone's reading from, people who are adults in Jonah's life are saying positive things. They have a position of authority. Jonah's feeling like they see me. And then here's what happens. We move from the setting the stage on the strengths to this one word, but. Following the but, Jonah is often out of his desk. Jonah's not completing the work that he's done. Jonah can make a lot of tapping noises during our quiet work time. Fill in the blank. And all Jonah hears now is whatever came after the but. All of the positivity, the strength building, the rapport where he as a young person feels seen, gone. And you're left with, we have a problem and we have a problem to solve. Now, truth of the matter is, students that are having a lot of behavior, yeah, it creates a problem. But that's the job of our school. And that's the job of you with parents in partnership with the school is saying, what is this telling us that we need to change? Because your child is a young person who is growing and developing, whether they're 7 years old or 13, any age in our school system. And so we're going to use our best ideas and try something in partnership, in support. So in this case, Jonah can see that, oh, the teachers and counselors and my parents are working together on my team, not working together against my team, but they see that I'm capable and talented. So what do? Here's the switch you make. You say the strengths, all the ones that we started with, but instead of using the word but, you switch it to and. I would like us to think about 2 or 3 ways we might get really creative and help Jonah when it's time to start an assignment. I would like to think 2 or 3 ways that we might get creative and help Jonah find some different places within the classroom where maybe it's better for him to work when it's quiet time. I would like to get creative and hear from Jonah what is happening in that time when you're feeling like tapping. And I've got a couple ideas, but I bet Jonah does too. As a parent, this reframe, you starting off with your child's teachers, counselor, principal ahead of time when your child is not a part of the conversation, saying, it's really important to me that we come at this from a strengths based perspective. Meaning, we are not going to just pour on what the problem is with my child. We're going to talk about it directly. We're going to address it. We're going to fix it. But we're going to come at it from the idea that this is a young person who is doing what they're supposed to be doing, developing their executive functioning, their ability to make decisions, control impulses, developing their way to be social and in relationship to others in the school, developing how they learn best, what they do, how they switch to rules that are ones that are made in this teacher's classroom and switching to another one in this teacher's classroom. So I'm not saying anything goes as a parent. That's not going to help anyone. But what I am saying is let's shift how we address kids who are not having success in school. The system does need to change a little bit. And one of the biggest ways is just how we talk about our children. And you, as a parent, can start that conversation with the principal, with the teachers, and be persistent and insistent about how to do that. If you'd like some sample scripts on how to do that, just drop a comment and I can send it your way. I have 5 sample ways that parents can start a conversation with their school to reframe from we have a problem to we are a team to support a change with this student. And it makes a big difference. Let's go back to that student Jonah and think about if he's sitting in the classroom after hearing, or in the meeting, after hearing these positive things about himself, and then what follows isn't all of these things you do wrong, but what follows is, see, we see all these good things about you, and we're now going to work with you and listen to you, and we'd like you to listen to us too, and we're going to try some things differently. We're going to try to do it differently. We're not going to just say, you must not be you. We're going to teach and support you with skills and strategies that help you to thrive in school.